This
About,
conference will now be recorded.
we understood about yesterday we understood about purchase order workflow. Purchase order workflow we understood. For this, one is workflow should be configured, and along with this one, checkbox also should be selected. Active change management checkbox. Active change management checkbox should be selected. Okay, purchase order workflow means it is here workflow should be configured along with active change management checkbox should be enabled. Okay, give me a minute. For normally in general, we need only workflow, that is enough. Only workflow is enough. No need any additional active change management checkboxes. Any checkboxes will not be there for normal workflows. Any workflows, it will be only workflow if it is configured. Automatically, workflow will be executed for the transaction. Any transaction, but only for purchase order. Only for purchase order, extra one checkbox should be enabled. This, if this checkbox is enabled, then only it will be mandatory. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. Understood? Now, today I will try to understand about purchase requisition. Today we'll try to understand purchase requisition, the new topic we are learning. Okay. Just give me a second. So I hope the environment is readily available. So for this purchase requisition, I will show you first one purchase requisition workflow process. After that, I will explain you the prerequisites for this workflows. So the purchase process in Dynamics, it may be AX or Accepta earlier versions, or AX or D365, any versions. I'm just generalizing. Purchase process in Dynamics is, one is purchase requisition, then purchase requisition confirmation, sorry, creation, and purchase requisition approval. So this creation in draft always, and then purchase requisition in review, next purchase requisition approval, next automatically purchase order will be created. Okay, based on the setup. Next, you know the process purchase order confirmation. Second, sorry. Keyboard problem. Okay, so next one is purchase order creation. So it may be in draft, that is based on the setup, draft, and in review, then approved. Next, registration. Actually, receipt list also there. Registration. Next, product receipt. Next, vendor invoice. That means invoice receiving from the vendor. Then vendor payment. This is complete purchase process. This is complete purchase process. Understood? Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. Okay, so now this process you know already, am I right? Any doubt in this process? You have already learned all these things except vendor payment, because vendor payment is a part of invoice. Remaining all are you know, am I right? Any questions in this one? Okay, now let me go back to this application. Now let me create purchase equation. So procurement and sourcing module, collapse all, setup, procurement and sourcing workflows. Here, look at this one, purchase requisition review. It is mandatory. This is organization level. Means for any company, this is mandatory. Purchase requisition workflow is mandatory for any company. Organization wide means these all are purchase requisitions mandatory. The replenishment requisition is more about retail. They will use the word, they will use the a lot, and then spending limit for PR line. Okay, this is PR only. So here purchase requisition, if you want to create purchase requisition and process further, workflow is mandatory. Workflow is mandatory. Okay, it was configured already. Let me open this one. Yesterday we saw like how to do this configuration and setups and all those things is a part of MB300. Okay, next, see, I told you this is screen adjustment is little bit complex, but we need to adjust. Now it is available. So here the workflow is configured. In this, suppose double click here. In this condition it was mapped. This is conditional decision. Okay, let me verify what is this conditional decision inside. It is zero value. Purchase equation zero value. If it is zero value US dollars, the condition is true, it will go to here. If it is false, it will go to this one. If it is zero, then line workflow, it should go to line workflow. So the condition, yeah. Any questions, team? Anyone? Okay. If it is zero, it will go to this one. If it is amount, it will go to here and it will be processed. Sub workflow also, like I mean to say, sub workflow is available. This is sub workflow. Okay. It is going to line review, line workflow. Okay. If it is zero, then it will go to, there is a line workflow also, purchase requisition line review workflow. Fine. Now, let me, I'm closing this one for time being. I'm closing. Now, I will create a purchase equation. So if you are not speaking, please mute yourself. Now I'm creating a purchase equation, all purchase equations. Click on new. Select OK, click OK. So if you want to write any, what is the purpose you are purchasing, you can write down. I will explain you what is this purchase equation. So name is must. So I'm entering suppose PR1 something. Now scroll down, add lines. Okay, Julia Funderburg, it is coming automatically. USMF company, and the receiving operating unit, it is coming like this. And items are very less. What is this? I will explain you. Otherwise, you can select procurement category. You can select procurement category. Whatever you want, you can select. Okay. Like this, you can select. So currently, what I'm doing, for time being, I'm selecting item. Items, it is not showing all item masters. It is showing only few masters. Only 4 it is showing. What is that? I will discuss with you. So click on tab. Next, entered price, and vendor is coming automatically. It is in draft mode. It is in draft mode. Okay. Now, if you want to create a purchase order based on this purchase equation, you need to submit workflow. So I'm submitting workflow. Submit workflow. something I've written. So the user, he will inform to the information like to his manager, something, whatever it is relevant. Now it is in review. It is in review. Let me go to workflow history. So refresh. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes time. If it is not starting, then I will take a duplicate tab. Go to system administration, collapse all, workflows, workflow infrastructure configuration. Here I need to change to 1 minute. First, let me verify whether it is progressing or not. Yeah, it is progressing. So it is not required. So now it is once again the same procedure. It is Inga and Sarah. These two people are managers to Julia Funderburg. So the managers need to approve. So we cannot wait for managers. We don't have credentials. So we are reassigning to ourselves. We are reassigning to ourselves. Admin. Click reassign. Now it will show you it was delegated to Inga, delegated from Inga to Julia. Delegated from Inga to Julia means, so Inga has delegated to Julia. So now if you refresh, it is in review, but being a it was assigned to me forcefully using the reassignment process, I can approve now. Something. Now if you refresh, it will be approved. Once it is approved, then you can see the purchase order number inside. Can you verify you also? The purchase order number, reference purchase order number will be here. Okay, it is not updated here. Let me refresh. Yeah, now it was updated. Purchase order. Okay, so the new purchase order got created automatically. Procurement and sourcing module, collapse all purchase orders, all purchase orders. Okay, here you will find 125. So it is approved status. The reason behind we have not activated workflow for purchase order. That is the reason it was created like this. Understood? Any questions here till now? But there are many things you are going to learn inside about this purchase requisition. So to do this purchase requisition is not as simple. There is so many setups required. So purchase requisition creation in draft. in review approval. Okay, clear? Can at least are you able to speak? Can you
Yes,
at
sir.
least yeah, okay, fine. Now, what are the prerequisites for purchase requisition? There are so many. Purchase requisition creation in new company. In a new company, if you want to create, what are the prerequisites? First one is user should be created in Active Directory. Active Directory means your user should be a part of that company. If, of course, when you joined in a company, one user will be created and it will be assigned to you, and you are. This is mandatory for any user, any employee joined in a software company. Suppose you joined in Accenture, you joined in TCS, you joined in Infosys, you will get one username. Okay, one username, you will get it immediately on the first day itself, and password will be provided. And as soon as if you log in, it will ask you to reset password. This is common across any company, any small company or big company, it is there. So this is available. User should be created. Next, user should be created in Microsoft Dynamics F&O. One user should be created in F&O. What is that means? And this one it is not required. So user should be created in the application. That is MB300, which I told you. It is in system administration. System administration. Users. So your user should be created, whatever it is. Okay. In Dynamics F&O also, user should be created. Okay. This is for already, because it should be created in already for any application. If you want to access the application, definitely these two are required. Why are you telling specifically this one? This is your question. Am I right? Because this is required for any user if you are working in a company. Now, third condition, worker should be created. What is this worker? It is in human resources. In human resources, worker should be created. Sorry. HR module, collapse all, workers. Here, worker should be created. Whenever you are creating a worker, this is HR module once again. This is HR module. Whenever you are creating a worker, we have two options. One is employee, one is contractor. Suppose you are joining in a consultancy company and you are working for TCS or Infosys or Accenture. So then your payroll will be contractor to Accenture. You are working in Accenture, but not your payroll is not in Accenture. Your payroll is in, suppose, through consultancy. Then the consultancy name, whatever it is their consultancy, that consultancy will pay salary to you, but you are going to work for Accenture. That is contractor. Okay, so here the worker is equal to employee. That means the same company is paying salary or contract. Employee or contract. Next, Now employee created, user created. Employee and user should be tagged each other. Okay, so from here also you can do it, or from here also you can do it, from the top, or from here also you can tag. Okay, so now employee user should be mapped with employee. This is must for purchase requisition. Suppose it was not mapped. What happens? Let me delete this one. This employee user was not mapped. It was not connected. Then what happens? Okay. So now if I go to procurement and sourcing module, purchase requisitions, all purchase requisitions, new button is disabled. So I'm sure 99% in the market, no one will teach you these things. I'm telling you. Okay, the new button will be disabled. Many people I know, they don't know about these setups. Many people, whoever is teaching. So new button is disabled. Look at this one. If in case these two are not mapped, even though I am a system administrator, actually I'm an administrator. System administrator means I can do anything. If I'm a system administrator, this is I'm admin. I'm admin means I can do anything, but purchase requisition I cannot create. So if I want to create a purchase requisition, admin should be an employee and it should be mapped. It should be mapped employee. Got my point? Let me verify Julia Thunderbird. What is the number? It is 0020. I don't know why it is not filtering properly. This is personal number. This is party ID. Not sure. I think. Whether it is a bug or not, I don't know, but it is coming. Okay. So employee user with should be mapped with employee. Then I can do purchase requisition. Okay. Many people will not explain you this much crystal clear explanation. Fine. Next condition. This is one condition. And next, whenever I'm creating a purchase requisition, so here from the drop down, I'm clicking on add lines. From the drop down, it is showing only USMF, DMF, and CGLO, sorry, CLCO, DMF, USMF, USSI, FRT. Only 5 it is coming. Why? Remaining companies, why it is not shown? What is the reason? So here, one more, procurement and sourcing module. Procurement and sourcing module, collapse all, setup, okay, not in here. In accounts payable module, collapse all, setup, policy setup, not this one, give me a minute. Not this one, it is in procurement sourcing module. Because it is a part of procurement and sourcing, just give me a minute. Setup, policies, here, purchase requisition permissions. In this, you need to filter by Julia star 20, Julia Funderburg. Okay, here preparer and requester. It's not there. Okay. Now there are two areas. One is if you go to HR module, human resources, workers. Let me filter by this Julia Funderburg. Okay, this Julia Funderburg, if you go to worker position assignment, view in history, sorry, this one, employment history, this Julia Funderburg is working in these companies. Whatever it is there, it is coming. Look at this one. GLCO, DMF, USMF, USSI, FRRT. So GLCO, DMF, USMF, USSI, FRRT. So in whatever the companies she is working, for that companies, she can raise a request. So purchase requisition can be created for companies working by employee wherever is working for those companies, she can like he or she can raise and request purchase request. Understood? The employee wherever working is working for those companies, he can request for the purchase. Next, suppose like she is not employee for this company. She is not employee for this company. Suppose like example INMF company. So she is not working in INMF company, but I want to raise a request. She want to raise a request for INMF company. Now, if I cannot make employment here, this is against the policy. But all are sister concern companies, but she is not working for ANM company. So I can't add here. Then we have another option, procurement and sourcing module. Procurement and sourcing module. In this purchase requisition permissions, okay, requester by requester. Now you can select this one, Julia Funderburg, and you can add legal entity INMF. Means for INMF also you can create purchase requisition permission given for purchase requisition permission given to Julia Funderburg for INMF company also. Okay, now if you refresh, you remove this one, if you click on add line, now it will show you INMF as well. Okay, it is not showing, it is not refreshing, means I need to delete this one. Let me create a new one. Click OK. Now click on add line. It is showing INMF as well. INMF as well. So like another one is now purchase requisition permissions. Purchase requisition permissions. So procurement and sourcing module. Procurement and sourcing module. Setup. Setup. Next policies. Policies. Next purchase requisition permissions. Purchase requisition permissions. Okay, purchase requisition permissions. Next, so that employee can create purchase requisitions for other companies as well, even though she is not an employee for that company. Okay, next item. If you look at this one, if you go to here, it is showing very limited items. Very limited items. Why it is showing very limited items? What is the behind the screen? It is very limited. Okay. Suppose pens and pencils. Okay, pens and pencils. I'm creating one item in the system. Product information management. Product information management. Collapse all products. All products are release products. I'm creating one item. Okay, here you can select service item or item you can select. Either one you can select. Suppose pens. I'm creating pens. Now, usually these items, pens, I'm mapping item model group, item group. Expense items, I'm mapping expense items. The reason behind this is not for sales, this is for my employees utilization. I'm mapping. That is the reason I'm mapping. Any category, any item model group, we can map it. But in general, this pens we are purchasing for my employees to use it. Okay, that is the reason we are mapping. Suppose. And purchase price, suppose $2. And sales price and cost price is not required. Okay, cost price also I'm entering. Sales price is not required because I'm not selling these items. I have created. Item I have created. Now, is it available in the system? No. It will not show. So, release a product created. Release a product created. Next, you need to map this one to category. We have learned category already. So, go to product tab. So, here in this product categories, I need to map procurement category hierarchy, that is procurement office supplies, and I need to map here office, and I'm mapping office pens and pencil sets. Okay, now I'm deleting this one and I'm creating a new one. Click OK. Even though it is not showing, look at this one. Even though it will not show. Okay, so product is created. This product is created with the purchase price. Okay, and then this release product is connected with the procurement category. Okay, here we need to map vendor also. It is better to map vendor as well. I'm mapping this vendor for this item. I'm mapping default vendor, one vendor in the purchase fast tab. Suppose 1001 or any vendor you can select. Let me select US108 something. Just for different, I'm just mapping. Okay, now it is not coming, even though it is not mapping. So I have written like price and vendor we have mapped, and product release product is mapped with procurement category. Okay, next. Once it is done, next one is we need to go to procurement and sourcing module. Procurement and sourcing module. Collapse all procurement categories. Here office desks and office and desk accessories, pens and pencils. Now if you expand products, it is showing this pen. Okay, we need to select. Okay, not here, 1 second. So catalogs, procurement catalogs. Okay, then you can click on here, expand this one, and now office accessories, select pens and pen. Here item is available. Now display no is there. You need to publish catalog. You need to publish catalog. So now display no. Now you need to click on publish catalog. Then it is yes. Okay. So let me write down this path, catalogs and procurement catalogs. 9. Procurement and sourcing. Procurement and sourcing module. Catalogs. Procurement catalog. And publish. Publish catalog. Publish catalog. So even experienced people also you can ask. No one will teach you this one. Pakka. Anywhere. So 90% people don't know about these setups. 90% people. I saw many people whoever is expert in logistics. No one will teach you this entire steps. Now procurement catalogs it is enabled. Now you can verify item will be shown. Item will be shown. You can create now item is available, price is available, and automatically vendor is populated. It is in the draft mode. Now you need to map site and warehouse. So site and warehouse we need to map. Then it was saved. Now we have created item and we have created for new company also. Suppose you want to create for, okay, let me proceed now. Now I'm creating a workflow, submit workflow with a new item. Something, submit. Now it is in review. You can go to workflow, workflow history. You can verify now it is processed and it is waiting for Inga or Sarah to approve. Inga or Sarah to approve. Now I'm not waiting for Inga or Sarah. I'm reassigning to myself. Admin means Julia Funderburg. Now it will be assigned to Julia. It will be assigned delegated to Julia. Now if you refresh, it is in review, but I can approve this one because it is assigned to me. Now within 1 minute it will be changed to approved. The status is getting changed to approved. Okay, and then here in the details you will see the purchase order number will be filled. It is taking some time. Approved now. Now, if you go to the details, you will find the purchase order number filled 126. Now, if you want, you can open from here also. Purchase order got created. Purchase order number with 108 vendor and item. Understood? So many setups. So many. So this requisition, actually purchase requisition can be raised by any department in the company. It is a purchase order will be raised by purchase department. Purchase order can be raised by purchase department only. But purchase requisition, it is requisition, any person can raise a request. Means suppose I am a project manager in Infosys, suppose I'm a project manager, I need 4 laptops. Why I need 2 laptops? Not for sales, for my employees, new joiners. I want 4 laptops from from the purchase department. So it is not available. So now I need to raise a request. Understood? This is, even though it is laptop is item, but I will create as a expense item. Expense item. The reason behind, it is not selling, it is not for selling, it is for my employees to accommodate. So it should not be in the inventory, it should be taken by me. So for that, you need to create a purchase requisition. So that is the reason anyone can raise a request, purchase requisition, but if they want to create a purchase requisition, that should be employee, and employee should be mapped with the user, then only he can access this application. I mean, it's a purchase requisition. New button will be enabled if you map this one. Understood, everyone? Any doubts in this? Any questions, please?
When assigning a vendor to this purchase requisition, is it possible to assign vendor group or only vendor we can assign?
But why you are expecting vendor group? Here in this one, you are talking about here, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
So why it is required vendor group? You are going to purchase from one vendor only, not vendor group. If you want to change that vendor, you can change in the purchase requisition. During purchase requisition, whenever you are raising, default vendor is mapped there. But if you want to change, you can change here. System will allow you. I want to change from one vendor to another vendor. Before going to post, you can modify here. System will allow you. Okay. It does not mean like you need to purchase from that vendor only.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions, team? Anyone?
Usually after the purchase requisition, Satya, there has to be like a RFQ process, right? And that and how it is getting automatically converted to the purchase order. Because
so there are 2 options. One is we can go through purchase requisition RFQ process also. We have another option. I will show you that one later. RFQ process. Yes, it is possible. Through purchase requisition, you can go to RFQ and RFQ to purchase order, RFQ to purchase requisition back and purchase order. That is also possible. Otherwise, you can create from purchase requisition to purchase order. 2 options also available. Both options available. You are going to learn that RFQ process later.
good.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any more questions, team? Anyone? Any more questions, team? No questions? Okay, if nothing, then I'm stopping here. I cannot start new topic now. Okay, I'm stopping here. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning 6 a.m. We have another 3 minutes. If you want to speak anyone, you can speak 3-4 minutes.
Blanket purchase order.
Yeah.
What is the
Okay.
next topic, sir?
Yeah. So tomorrow I will discuss with you. Now, one of our colleagues asked me yesterday, like blanket purchase order. Am I right? Blanket purchase orders. Actually, in AX 2009, I'm telling about in AX 2009 old version. In AX 2009, we don't have purchase requisition. Sorry, we don't have purchase agreements. Purchase agreements are not exist. At that time, the purchase order type, it is now, look at this one. If you go to collapse all, procurement and sourcing, tomorrow you are going to learn these topics. Procurement and sourcing, setup, procurement sourcing parameters. Here we have option 3 types: journal, purchase order, written order. In this, one more option is there, blanket order. That blanket order is equal to purchase requisition. That blanket order is purchase requisition. Understood? This blanket order, one of the type, that will be purchase requisitions, purchase agreement. So that is not user friendly. That is the reason Microsoft has deprecated that blanket order process in this one type. At that time, it is journal, purchase order, written order, blanket order and subscription is available. So blanket order and subscription has deprecated from AX 2009 to 2012, and now they have introduced purchase agreements. Understood? Clear now? Okay, sir. Now it is clear, am I right? Fine. Any more questions?
Sir, can we change the default dashboards?
Where default dashboards means you want like this one?
Yes, sir. And if anything has changed, it can reflect in other companies also.
This one, workspaces. This is called workspaces. This is called
Yes,
workspaces. Workspaces is a part of, once again, it is available in I mean to say in MB300. How to create, how to configure, how to delete, how to add, all those things can be learned in MB300. Okay, you can add, you can modify, you can delete, corrections, everything you can do it from the, this is called workspace. This is called workspace. Okay, so in detailed explanation will be discussed in MB300.
Okay.
Fine. Any more questions, team? So if nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, same time, 6 a.m. See you all. Bye-bye.